What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the BallGame podcast. I am the innocent bystander, Matt Sullivan.
I'm Trunks.
I'm Dean.
I'm Ortiz.
I'm Chris.
You ever notice why do we do it in that order? That's my question.
It's just what happened the
That was
first
sit
time.
down.
Why do we go here, there?
We just know. Like, that's just how it is now.
it
That's
just
how it's always been. We can't
well,
change
no,
it now.
no, we shouldn't change it now. But I'm just saying it's kind of weird. Why do we go here to there? Like, why don't we just?
That's just
That's just how it is. It has
yeah.
to be like that.
I
You
mean,
know, it's,
it goes back to the reflex days,
it
which
does.
also didn't make
Didn't make
sense.
sense.
which also did not.
Which
make
also
sense.
made-
that
what-
made less sense.
That
than
made less
now.
sense, yeah.
It kind of makes sense now.
Because I'm looking at because we did the flag the way we sat. It went Sully, Trunks, Dean.
Well, yeah. Now the flag doesn't make sense either. Well, it does.
Well, no,
No,
it definitely does.
still makes sense. It's okay. It's okay,
Our
dude.
faces are still there.
They don't have to be in order anymore.
Yeah.
It was though.
They
It was
don't
definitely
have to be in order anymore.
Can't really have a 3D flag like that. Because it wouldn't really.
Well,
be
you
normal.
3D flag.
because of the way we're sat.
Do
the
we
way we're
live in
sat.
the 3D?
we do live in that dimension.
It's because of the way we're sad. It's okay. I know what you were getting at, Trinkai. Don't worry.
Thank you.
But yeah, we can't really make a table flag, but we don't need that. It's
Table
okay.
flag.
It's still relevant. It's all of our
What
faces.
is a table flag?
it's still relevant.
Can you define me what a table flag is?
No, like a table on a flag. Like I don't want
A table on a flag.
Well, we could do that.
I could
but,
draw
like-
a table on my iPad and then put it on the flag.
Well, no, I don't want that
Nah.
though.
That's the table on the flag.
It'll
table
kinda
on the
dumb.
flag.
That's
table
not what
on
I
the
meant.
flag.
It wouldn't be symmetrical.
All right. I want to give a huge shout out to somebody.
Oh my
Our partners
God.
over at SeatGeek. They're the best ticketing app on the market. SeatGeek takes the confusion out of buying tickets. They give each ticket score a scale of 1 to 10. Green being a good deal, red being a bad deal. Use promo code BallGamePod for $20 off your first purchase. That's again BallGamePod for $20 off your first purchase. Thank you for our partners over at SeatGeek.
That was incredible.
Thank you.
Good job, Dean.
Congrats.
I'm glad you felt that was the right time.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
this-
gonna cut you guys off, but
This man really just threw it in the middle of our conversation. All right. Anyways, quick congratulations to ourselves here. 300 subs on YouTube. That is a pretty big thing. We've been moving up quite a bit, especially recently.
let's forget 400 subs.
Yeah.
Let's just get 500.
500.
Agreed.
500.
Let's just get
Agreed.
500.
500.
Yo, think about it. If we
500
get,
's
if we could get 3 to 5 subs every I can get and we back.
And we're back.
Shout out, kidding.
Whoa.
Anyways, tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your grandparents, tell your cousins, tell everybody.
Your
Please
dogs.
subscribe to
All your
the Ball
dogs.
Game Podcast. As Chris said, forget about 400. We're going for 5 now. So please continue showing your support. We do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Whether you joined from the beginning or joined recently, we do appreciate you. So be sure to follow us on all those socials as well if you are subscribed. But yeah,
We're back.
Oh, and we back.
Hello.
Yo,
Yay!
please, God, please stay.
Sorry for the
God.
technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry for the
guys.
technical difficulties. The Wi-Fi is just shitting itself today. It's okay.
I almost shit myself on the way here, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, I was so close. I was sitting in the car. I was like, yo, I really hope I don't shit. I really hope.
I wish you
I got
did, bro.
outside. There was people landscaping, and I was just praying Chris opened the door. I was like, please.
Ortiz, I'm really sorry, but you've been shitting yourself lately in ball game bets.
Come
Damn.
on.
That was
fucked up.
fucking
That was
Come
harsh.
on, bro.
That was
Really?
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Cheap transition, bro.
I saw
Guy
the-
hits 10 after 40 weeks and decides to talk.
Hey, whoa! I was in
Whoa.
last place literally like 3 weeks ago.
Actually, no.
Trying so hard to English.
He goes,
I've been down there pretty much.
You and I have been tied. We're tied. We were tied for a little while.
For
And
that-
then I said I'm going on a heater, and I won like 5 of my last like 10
Yo,
bets.
It's okay.
So,
good
but
job.
Ortiz,
I think we've
you
all
have
started to heat
time,
up
bro.
in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
We
did.
did.
I had like 4 in a row.
I have a whole lot of time.
The whole
There's
season,
gonna be
we
three
all
more NBA games played.
I really hope
we hit
don't
like
win.
4 in the first whole regular season, then we all hit like
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
The
I mean,
playoffs.
I had 2 at the halfway point in the NBA season. I mean,
We've-
I have 7, so I can't really.
We have really been hitting
7.
a lot recently.
I think we've also just been watching more basketball. We're able to like.
I don't think it's just that.
Right.
It's just that in the playoffs, the stars like they usually put more stats up.
they also
Yeah.
just get more minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that's
played heavier
Right,
minutes
right.
in the regular. I mean, in the playoffs. So obviously, like betting on a star is a lot safer now, unless your name is Jaylen Brown. Then
Or
it
Jimmy.
would be
Jimmy.
betting.
Or
Well,
Jimmy.
Jimmy, betting
Especially
on Jimmy's
Jimmy.
points the last couple games and stuff.
I had Jimmy 25 last night. That
He had,
shit ain't
he
hit.
had 13.
That did not hit it.
Shit ain't,
He had
ain't even
14, I
close to
believe.
hit.
Yeah, but it's for the most part we are very much hitting, which is a good thing because for a while we really weren't. But yeah, Ortiz, you have a few more games, 3 at minimum.
But I might just do the strat. I don't even care if you fight me.
I mean,
tell the people the strat.
tell
So the
people
strat I was just gonna do, I was just gonna copy his exact bet so that no matter if he wins or loses, he'll always be 2 behind me.
He's gonna be a
Uh,
sleaze bag.
don't do that.
That's not allowed.
cheating.
We're
That's
just
cheating.
not
that'll
allowing
that'll take away from the integrity.
I
of
never
ball game
look at
bets,
I
but-
never look at anyone else.
I haven't
either.
seen
No.
anyone else's bets either. Yeah.
Like no, like I see them.
Well,
but,
I don't-
like,
I don't make
I
my
don't.
bets
Oh, I
based on
haven't even
yours.
seen them.
But I thought about it.
I only look at them because I have to make the graphic.
Well, yeah, you.
I saw
you do.
Ortiz. I was like, damn, I should really just copy it, but I didn't do that.
No, definitely not.
No, I genuinely think I have a jinx against me. Every time I bet a player to do something that they've been doing for the past X amount of games, they just don't feel like doing it today.
Yeah, nah. If
Alright.
there's anybody I would want to copy off of, it's
Bro,
Yeah,
we-
it definitely wouldn't be
If
me.
we're being honest, sometimes you do have the most outlandish of all of our ball game bets.
You do.
Like,
Like
I mean, you just go over the odds by a lot for no reason.
sometimes on
over
occasion.
by a lot. What do you mean? My past
There have
I
been
feel like a few
times-
weeks ago you had like a plus 600
that one
one or
time.
something. You did like a first basket.
basketball
was-
that was literally the
Ever
first
won.
ball game
Nah,
bets
like-
ever.
like
that
2
was-
weeks ago or something. You did like plus 500, plus 600.
There
for
was
some
one that you
reason.
had that was plus 500. Like
I was
a
like,
couple
why
weeks
did you
ago,
do that?
Which is like
Which
kind
It
of
was, just, it was with Dennis Schroeder.
it did
I was
not
like, yo,
hit.
you have less. Like,
oh yeah,
Shooter had 6 points.
I was
Bet
like,
him
yo,
10
you can
plus.
bet less points because you're way over the odds. You're like, nah, he's getting 10 or whatever it was.
I thought
And
he was
then
gonna
It's a
get
lock.
that.
Schroeder hit 2 threes that game and then didn't
in the
score
first
again.
quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
Remember.
was in the first quarter.
I
You
remember
thought it was
too.
a lock.
Bro, he had 6 points in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's
He shot 2 for 2 from 3 and then became John Stockton
Yeah.
and started to just pass every time.
well, yes. But yeah, you want to update the people on the standings real quick?
In first place, tied Matty J and Chris, 10 and 30. Second place, tied for third is me and Dean, 9 and 31. And last place is Ortiz at 7 and 33.
wow.
We reek.
Could you imagine
We've
10
done
and
40 ball game bets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you imagine 10 and 30 being like good?
Amazing.
10 and 30 is like good.
Best there is.
It's the best.
Well, look at like baseball.
Baseball.
I go baseball. Like if you hit 10 out of 40 times, you hit 250.
250, yeah.
Yeah.
This
that's
isn't
I'm
baseball.
glad this is
Yo.
fucking
sports betting.
Yo, our odds are plus 250 and me and Chris hit 25% of the time.
Wow.
I don't think that has anything.
It doesn't have anything. to
And
do with
literally
it.
no
It's
correlation of the two.
Just a coincidence. It's just a little coincidence.
Coinky dink.
We should bet on baseball once the
Please no.
MLB,
We're not gonna
once
have
the
anything
NBA
else-
season
We're
is
not gonna
done.
have anything else to bet.
I would-
Exactly, and we're all degenerates, so we're all gonna have.
I can't
bet
wait
on
for
something.
preseason football. Let's go.
I'm actually very excited for preseason football. But anyways,
Yeah, maybe we should stop promoting gambling for like a month or two until football comes.
no, we never stop promoting gambling. Gambling's fun.
I know.
We love
If any of you
gambling.
gambling companies want to give us money, let us
Yeah.
know.
So we could give it right back to you. Yeah.
So we could just spend even more money for you. I mean, just just an idea. But anyways, yes, game 1 of the finals was last night. That's obviously what we're here to talk about. And the Heat were honestly getting thoroughly dominated throughout the entirety of this game by the Denver Nuggets. Final score was 104-93. And it seemed as though the Nuggets were just the far superior team last night. Obviously, they were the home team in this game. Games 1 and 2 are going to be in Denver, and they're also undefeated in the postseason at home, by the way. And they're 13-3 at this current moment throughout the entirety of their postseason run, which is kind of ridiculous.
I saw
But, yeah.
the Heat haven't beaten the Nuggets since 2016,
Really?
like in a game at all. Yeah.
So then it's just a sweep.
Well, I don't think so, but yeah, I guess
Naturally, it's
that's
just
how
a
you want to
sweep.
put it.
But
I mean, if this playoffs has taught us anything, it's that anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is definitely possible.
There is an 8 seed in the NBA Finals right now, so anything
a
is
team
possible.
almost, and,
And
that same team almost blew a 3-0 lead.
Right, exactly.
So
2 of the title favorites.
Well, no,
But
if we're being honest.
just the NBA playoffs are just
they've been
think about it
wild,
as a
bro.
whole, because they've been on for almost 2 months now, which is weird to say.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it.
It does not feel like
No.
it at all.
Doesn't feel.
It
Like
always-
I
it
think
always goes like
feels
that,
It,
I
it
feel like.
definitely feels like it.
I feel like it flew.
I feel like it flew.
It flew.
Like
honestly.
it doesn't, but when you think about it, when you're watching the games, you're like, "Yo, it's almost over." You're like, "Yo, I feel like it just started."
bro. I feel like
I feel like
No.
it was just yesterday when Dylan Brooks was poking bears,
like
and,
it was just
now everyone's in Cancun.
I feel like just yesterday, bro, Game 7 of the Warriors Kings series was on, and Steph
Yeah.
had a 50 piece.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has happened these playoffs, man. It's been a lot of fun. Like we had a Jason Tatum 51 piece in a Game 7. There's just so many moments in this postseason that like the NBA gave to us. Like this was a phenomenal
Thank you,
playoff so
NBA.
far.
I don't know
Yeah.
how we did
Um,
this shit with no headphones. That was crazy. Took
That
my
was
headphones off
crazy.
for a minute to whatever, and it just is like it's
Or
not the same.
Yeah,
You don't like it?
I hate it.
I like hearing the audio with the headphones on. I'd much rather that. But
Because
Um,
I could kind of hear it like this.
well,
Wow.
It's not the same.
no.
If I need to hear a wiki, like,
It
like a DJ.
it just sounds so crisp inside the headphones.
No, it does sound crisp.
So Crisp O'Brien.
Don't ever say that again. All right. So, what are our thoughts on Game 1 of the NBA Finals? Quick thoughts, like any stuff that we picked up on.
They were
this game.
the Heat were just completely outmatched. They had no size. They couldn't score. They couldn't do anything.
I
That's
mean,
really it.
shots just weren't
Like,
falling. I mean, the
bro,
Heat were
Max
getting
fucking Strus.
half decent looks.
It's not even just Max Strus. It's just
And-
all
and-
their players that have been hitting shots all playoffs weren't
They
hitting any
just-
shots.
No, I know. Caleb
Strus,
Martin went- yeah.
Robinson, all of them.
I mean, I think this is just a bad game from the Miami Heat. I don't
bad
see this
game.
happening again. I don't see Max Strus shooting 0 for 10. As much as he's been getting clowned, I don't see him going 0 for 10 from
That
the
was
field
bad.
again.
I mean,
That
yeah,
was really bad.
Haywood Highsmith had a real good game.
Very
Haywood
good game.
Highsmith's had a really good playoffs.
Whenever
Yeah.
he's
Uh,
had the
postseason.
opportunity to play, yes,
he's been
very good.
very good.
He's a high energy guy. He's a 3-and-D role player. I mean, he needs to play more, especially for this team. They don't really have size like that in terms of wings. But
And Jimmy has to be better. I mean, obviously, Bam played really good first half, but Jimmy was just nowhere to be found.
all right, we're complimenting Bam. And yes, he shot
Bam-
over 50% from the field, but like it took 25 shots to get 26 points. That's just still not an efficient night. Like
Well, I mean, the team wasn't efficient.
No
what
one
they
else
shoot?
was
What,
doing shit.
what did
so
they?
when-
What did they shoot
I
as a
agree,
team?
I
Since you have
agree.
the stats up.
He had to shoot. They shot 40.6% from the field, which is rough. Like
That's
very rough.
pretty rough.
And then 33.3 from beyond the arc. They weren't exactly. They obviously were not hitting shots last night. Obviously, so yes, getting Bam shooting as many shots as he did was kind of necessary in a way. But I kind of had a feeling they'd give them those shots, and that's exactly what happened. Bam had to take them because Jokic was just giving them to him. He was letting him shoot mid-range jumpers almost all night. I mean, look, the Heat as a team shot 2 free throws for the entire game. Jimmy Butler, especially, is always shooting around 8 to 15 free throws a game, honestly. And the Heat as a team had 2. So clearly, and Jimmy said it in his post-game press conference, they're shooting way too many jumpers. Way too many jumpers. They need to attack. And Jimmy was like, that starts with me.
Yeah.
It's been working most of the playoffs, settling for jumpers. They've been hitting their shots. They've been catching fire at the right time. But when you take that away from them, they're really just ass. They're really just pretty bad. At a 3, he really can't do much else, honestly, watching that game last night. When Cody Martin's not feeling good, Caleb's not feeling good, he looks terrible. When Jimmy's, when everybody else isn't also hitting shots, Jimmy's not making stuff happen either. It was a really bad game for him last night.
I think Bam was pretty good, honestly. I don't really care about the 25 points on 26 shots or whatever, but Nuggets are obviously going to give that to him because they're playing drop, so he's in that pocket area every time, but Bam's good from that pocket area. Like, I'm fine with Bam in that. If you're the Heat, like, honestly, like, I'm looking at this like they gave us something. We didn't beat it in this game, but they gave us a look that we probably feel pretty good about, honestly. They got a shit ton of open shots, and yeah, they didn't hit them, and yeah, the Nuggets were giving them open shots, but they got a shit ton of open shots. You don't expect them to, and it's not, like you said, they didn't even shoot that terribly as a team from 3, like 33%. It's not god-awful, but it was the timeliness of the misses. Every time it felt like they were gaining momentum, they got it to 12 points. I think they got it under 10 points at one point. Brick.
Well,
Bam going to the rim and missing there was one play.
Some bunnies, bro.
There was one play they were really on a run, and he got the ball in the short roll. Jokic was nowhere to be found, and it was Jamal Murray who met him at the rim, and he did some stupid-ass layup. Throw that shit down, bro. Throw that shit down. Stop being fancy with it. Throw that shit down.
It's also the guys that they throw out there. 2 hit threes were not the ones that were hitting threes. So when they're not hitting threes, it takes away, those fucking Duncan Robinson can't play defense. Max Strus is not the best defender.
He's a decent defender.
Decent. But like when those guys that you send out there to specifically do that, to hit your 3-pointers, and they're not the ones providing that, it becomes kind of like dead weight. They're not contributing much else outside of that.
Yeah, I think the Heat also did some good things defensively. I thought the zone was better than people probably thought it was going to be.
The transition defense was really good.
I thought the Nuggets, and this is kind of what the Nuggets do, but they hit a lot of tough shots last night too. They got a lot of what they wanted, but also, again, the timeliness stuff. When the Heat were on a run and they'd brick a 3, it felt like Bruce Brown was hitting that contested 3 from the top of the key. Jamal Murray was hitting some stupid-ass step back. Aaron Gordon was being Aaron Gordon, getting an easy layup. Like, it was the timeliness of it. They looked unstoppable offensively. They didn't, in my opinion. And they're not the best defensive team. Like, we've known that. They've been better in the playoffs than the regular season, but average at best defensively, maybe a little bit better than average. But the Heat have to score to beat them. It's as simple as that. I don't expect Jimmy to play that bad again. I expect him to be more aggressive. I think Bam's going to keep doing what he did last game. Like I said, I think Bam's one of those guys who you don't really want him living in the pocket. You don't really want to play drop against Bam. And the other guys will hit more threes. Like, I think the series is far from over.
I agree.
If you're the Heat, you can look at it like we didn't hit any shots, so it is a good thing. But the problem is the Nuggets also didn't hit any threes. Like, they shot worse.
29.6.
They shot worse from 3.
They did.
One of the best 3-point shooting.
Yeah,
teams.
but the Heat defense weren't really letting them shoot threes. The Heat defense, I really thought the Heat defense wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
The Nuggets offense did feel unstoppable, even though they were hitting threes. But again, I just feel like
scored 104.
I feel like a lot of it was just the timeliness, and that's what the game felt like. It just felt like every time the Heat went on any type of run and scored consecutive points, the Nuggets immediately put a stop to it.
Michael Porter Jr. was chucking a little bit in this game too.
Yeah.
11. He got 11 threes up last night, and he hit 2 of them. But yeah, I mean, look, it's also you have to look at it like this too. I mean, Jokic ended up scoring 27 on 12 shots, and it's like there was one play, I think it was against the Zone, where Jokic literally just threw one of the most beautiful passes, and it didn't look insane. It was just incredibly beautiful the way it happened to Bruce Brown in the corner for a wing 3, and Aaron Gordon was setting an off ball for him. And it was just like so perfect. And there's so many different ways that this Denver offense can beat you that it's like you are going to have to keep up, as you said, but it's just do the Heat have the guys to do that? Like, yes, their shooters can get hot, but do the Heat really have the guys to keep up with Jokic, Jamal, and Aaron Gordon in that first quarter? Seeing him be that aggressive was a very good sight, honestly, especially when you have a guy like Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, he had to be that. He had to be that aggressive with Gabe Vincent.
Oh my God,
he could not play small in that situation.
No,
and he knew it.
This whole playoff,
he was just exploiting the mismatch.
Yes, this whole playoffs, especially when he's seen that he has a mismatch,
He's going right at.
He's playing bully ball, like full on bully ball. There was one play where, speaking of bully ball, Jokic had Cody Zeller on him.
I was gonna bring that up.
Just tossed him.
I was gonna bring that up. I
was
don't know
like,
who
oh
it
my
was. I saw
God.
someone say about maybe starting Cody Zeller, or giving him way more minutes to guard Jokic.
Bro, he couldn't.
He got in there and got absolutely bitched.
Ortiz was a big
Who's that?
Zeller advocate.
I mean, I was really joking when I said Cody Zeller's the key, but I mean, we're acting like he played god awful. It was one bad possession, I feel.
It was a couple.
It was
that
up-
he was getting.
but
he was getting.
he was thrown to the
dogged by
ground.
Jokic.
Honestly, if it was me, I wouldn't let him on the plane when we go to Game 3. I'd tell him to stay in Denver.
Yeah, it was bad. Like,
Honestly,
he didn't stand it. Well, granted, nobody really does stand
No.
a chance against Jokic, but
So,
like
I guess-
he really did not stand a chance.
So my hot take was wrong about
yeah, no, it happened.
Cody
It's
Zeller
okay.
being the key.
Nobody's
No, we aren't clowning
giving
you.
a
I
shit
think
for
I'm just
Cody
saying, I heard
Zeller.
it somewhere else that someone said like, "Yo, Cody Zeller."
I
he
heard
should
a
start.
lot of
I definitely saw it on
potentially
Twitter.
Kevin
Yeah.
Love being the main defender and
I'm
Bam
surprised he
playing
didn't play.
Romer.
I know.
He's gonna
And Bam
play.
playing Romer,
I know.
which
but
I mean,
I mean, Bam wouldn't be the worst person to have roaming around the floor.
well, you prefer that. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the best thing for them, honestly. You don't like granted,
I don't
yes,
think
Bam,
so.
I do.
I think it's something they should try
I
out.
don't think Bam's that type of rim protector.
No, but having Bam as a help defender is better than having whoever the fuck you have as a help defender right now. Like that's just the case. And like Kevin Love, he's not a great
I know, but
defender at
Jokic
all.
isn't one of those guys where you could just put anyone on him. Kevin Love can't hang with Jokic.
Bro, they had fucking Rui on him. I don't
For 6 possessions, Matt. He fucking killed everyone
but
who
again,
guarded him in that
this
series.
is also a different look. Like it's also just throwing a different look at him.
I
Of
know,
course, Bam's
but-
gonna have his possessions one-on-one with Jokic, but like granted, nobody's guarding Jokic one-on-one, which is why I'm saying
I think before they put someone else on him as a primary defender, they're just going to go into the zone.
also true. Also
They were
true.
burnt toast. Like they were burnt toast regardless last night, but they were really burnt toast when Bam wasn't on the floor guarding Jokic. It was bad
bad.
when Bam wasn't on the
Oh my
floor.
God,
It was bad.
It was so bad. They stood
So-
no chance.
I think I don't know. It's game 1, so I don't think they're panicked really.
No, they're not.
I think
Spo in the
in the
post-game
second
press
half, their
conference wasn't.
defense was really good. I felt like they kind of already lost the game in the first half. What were they down 17 at half? The lead got up to like
Yeah, so it
21,
was
and
pretty
they
bad.
just dug themselves into a hole too deep. I felt like, but I thought Haywood Highsmith was good when whether he was guarding Jamal or even the times he got switched on to Jokic. He's just
He needs to play more.
he's a versatile defender who
he needs to play
definitely
more.
could see the floor in this series.
I wouldn't
Um,
even be surprised if he starts eventually. To be completely
Probably.
honest.
I think Tyler Hero could have helped in this game.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Mhm.
Yo, did you see? You said game 3, right? I think I
Yeah,
saw a
game 3
report
now.
that he
Oh, yeah.
potentially is
Just
coming
switched,
back
yeah.
game 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, damn, we need you, Tyler.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Fix our
Uh,
jumper.
There's no reason. I mean, honestly, like, there's no reason not to, as you guys said. And I mean, if he's asked for like the first 5 minutes that he plays, he's getting pulled. Like it's just that simple. I mean, I'm not sure why Kevin Love got a DNP last night, honestly, because any size right now
Yeah,
is
they could use them.
helpful. But yeah, Tyler Hero coming back will get rid of effectively a lot of the Duncan Robinson and Max Strus ineffective minutes. 'Cause
Duncan
if
was
they're
terrible
bad,
last night.
yes,
So bad.
that's what I'm saying. If
Even
they're
like
so
bad,
bad.
defensively, he was horrible.
they're going to target him.
The fact he even played that many minutes is crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
he
they
was
both played
getting killed
21.
even in the zone.
both
They were
played
going into zone to try and like hide him,
Hide
and
him
he was
and-
still getting killed in the zone. People were beating him backdoor and shit. Like it was bad. It was really bad. He looked disengaged on defense. I guess because the shot wasn't falling, but he did not look good.
Yeah, Hayden Highsmith had their only 2 free throws last night. If you would have told me,
2 is crazy.
Hayden Highsmith would
2
have.
free
Yeah,
throws is
2 is
crazy.
wild. 2 is wild. But
Yeah,
like when you
that'll
watch
change.
if you watch the game, like it was clear that it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's not like the refs were just saying
Yeah,
like, no, we're
no.
not giving them any calls. Like the physicality was clear from the Nuggets, like from the jump. With Aaron Gordon obviously setting the tone and stuff like that. And then the Heat were just taking a bunch of jumpers the all game. So, I mean, it makes sense. I get why there was only 2 free throws on the Heat side, but you'd have to assume, yes, Jimmy Butler's gonna get some free throws next game.
Hopefully more than one.
He didn't have any.
I know.
So-
Hopefully he has one or more.
So yeah. I don't know if I could guarantee. Well, I guarantee Max Strus and Duncan Robinson will shoot better than a combined 1 for 14. I could also guarantee you that. But Denver Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr. shot 2 for 11. Jamal Murray 2 for 7 from 3. I mean, 1 for 3 from KCP. Like that's not great. I mean, it's not terrible, but like at the same time,
Take 3 shots, make 1. That's
yeah. But
take that trade.
KCP
I'll take that any fucking day.
I'm sure the Heat would have too.
like 29% from 3 from the best 3-point shooting team in the league. I'm gonna safely say that's probably not gonna stick as well. So yes, both teams have a lot to build on from here. The Nuggets cannot feel safe with the way they played in this game. Towards the end of it, giving up that massive run, and the Heat obviously need to make some adjustments. I think that's pretty obvious. So yeah, I mean, game 1 of the finals. What a time, man.
The scoreboard was ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This finals
Very
has no
minimalist.
aura.
Well, it's the same scoreboard they've been using all season, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem,
I
though.
hate
Yeah.
it.
They
It's
usually
so
do a
bland.
special one.
Yeah.
For
It's
the
like,
finals.
wow, it's the finals. Whoop whoop.
Not anymore.
Scoreboard.
Yeah, it does suck. They were saying it on Twitter. This finals doesn't even feel like the finals.
No.
Bro, I hate the they have the finals logo on the floor, but it's digitally
Yeah.
put there.
So they stopped
just
doing that
looks
like
like
10 years
shit.
ago because it would make the
They
court
slip, right?
slippery. Yeah.
Don't even put it. Like, don't do Is it?
Ball game,
Yeah,
ball
it's
game,
on
ball game, ball
Forest.
game, ball game.
And
Ball
there's
game,
the
ball
bra.
game.
Actually, Garcia's bartending tonight.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like Garcia.
wait a second.
Garcia would hook us up.
Maybe we should go to.
I don't
Hobra?
care.
Hobra.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Maybe we should go to Hobra. But
and Lou Laval.
I don't know. Well, welcome back.
Oh, hello everyone.
But
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ball Game Podcast.
I feel like there was something I like wanted to say before and I forgot what it was.
Oh man.
all right, Chance. Well, you have like 20 seconds to remember it.
Yo,
Oh, I
fuck this podcast, man.
stopped again.
Nah, you're good.
Oh, all right.
We're live.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
what's up, guys?
I said that.
So
You literally introed us back in.
Wait, that was live?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Okay, continue, Trunk.
I saw something on Twitter. So not saying I would think this way. I don't know if you guys would. Say the Nuggets win this finals. Down the line, like a few months, few years go by, are people gonna like downgrade this title because they played 3 playing teams on their path to a championship?
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't,
But
but
that's ridiculous.
I don't know if people will. They played
Okay,
the Timberwolves.
first of all, they
the Lakers,
earned
and
the
the
one
Heat.
seed.
You
First
can
of all, they
only-
earned